Hi. Well, it's another beautiful day, and today I want to talk about your life's purpose. So, what is your life's purpose? A lot of people will say it's to make babies and raise them, and a lot of people say it's to make money so that you can have a good life, you know? And I'm not saying it's not either of those things. It's great to have a good life, and money is part of that. But your life's purpose is more than raising kids and making money. Your life's purpose is to do something to leave this place a better planet than we found it. Okay? And that's not the case. This place is just terrible. Okay? And that's because everyone has been unconscious, okay, doing things they don't know what they're doing. And thusly, we're in the mess we're in now. So your life's purpose is to make things better. Now, how do we make things better? Well, there's only one way, and that is to wake up. You can't make things better if you're stuck in unconsciousness. Now, I know a lot of people say, I'm not unconscious, I'm perfectly conscious. It's not that kind of unconsciousness. You see, if you're in an unawakened state, then you're not aware of what you're doing either. And not only that, but you can't see what's really going on because all of the things in your life are getting in the way. Like your religion, your football team, your political affiliations, all that stuff gets in the way of seeing what's really going on. Okay? And so that's why you have to awaken in order to change the world. You can't change the world if you're not awakened. It's as simple as that because you cannot see what's going on. You can't feel the health around you, okay? Or the sickness. If you can't feel the sickness, then how are you going to do something about it? It's not going to happen, okay? So that's why everyone needs to awaken. And everyone, meaning the entire world, of course, is a hard thing because there are so few awakened people, and maybe they're getting more awakened people, I don't know. But it's like having a rose in the middle of a wildflower field, and, it's no big deal. That's how few we are. But you can awaken. Everyone on earth can awaken. You simply have to accept what is. Now, everyone on earth has problems with life because they're not accepting what is. And I know it's hard not to complain. It's hard not to feel bad about life and about the way it's going, okay? But all of that is only more suffering, okay? And that's not something that you want, okay? Every time you say to yourself, oh, my life is so crappy, well, it becomes more crappy, okay? So, complaining doesn't help, and neither does thinking thoughts help at all, okay? What does help is getting some awareness around you, okay? And that means instead of being caught in your thoughts, you stop thinking. There are gaps between thoughts. One thought just doesn't run on into another one. And those gaps can be widened until you are not thinking. Okay? And that's it. If you can not think, you can awaken. Simple as that. Now, there's a lot of ways to not think. Meditation. You can go into the energy of your body and feel the chi. And you will not think when you're doing that. Okay? But the main thing is to accept what is. Okay? And part of that is to not think, because thinking is done by your fake identity. Okay? I know everybody thinks their identity is so important and special, and I'm not saying it's not, okay? But it's fake, all right? This identity was built for you by your parents, by the world, by the schools, okay? And it's not you, because you are a soul. And your life's purpose is to awaken. Nothing else really matters. The world is going to hell in a handbasket because nobody knows what they're doing. The oil execs don't realize that their great-grandchildren won't be able to go to Florida because Florida won't be there. Okay? And so they won't have that wonderful experience. They won't be able to go to any islands either because they won't be there either. But the oil execs don't realize this. They don't know what they're doing. And so they keep on pumping the oil. I didn't mean to get off on a rant about global warming. But anyway. So your purpose in life, the only purpose, is to awaken so that you can do something about the suffering that's going on. Okay? These Pacific Islanders that are being flooded out of their homes, they're having to move away from their homes that they've lived in for centuries. Okay? Now I know you can see that, okay? But you're not seeing how it affects them. Okay? Because we just don't. Okay? Unless we wake up. And that's what we're here to do. Nothing else really matters. I know a lot of people probably have lots of ideas about what we're really here to do. Okay? And I'm not saying that they're wrong and I'm right or anything like that. What I am saying is that you have a right to be awakened because it's available for everybody. And you should awaken so that your life will not be suffering. Suffering happens when things happen to us and we blow them out of proportion. That's what suffering is. Okay? And God knows you don't want that for your life. Okay? Happiness is available for you if you just stop thinking. I know that's hard to do. I'm not saying that it can happen immediately or right away. It's going to have to take time, just like everything else. Okay? But if you start now to put a little awareness between yourself and everything else, you'll see that some of the things that you're doing don't make any sense. Okay? And as more and more awareness grows within you, okay, you will feel what is going on in the world and you will see it more clearly than you could before. Okay? And, that's just, at best, what waking up does. Okay? In addition to that, you'll be able to touch God. Because once you wake up that inner dimension, even you don't have to wake up all the way, just a little bit, you can touch the inner dimension within you, which is also the formless dimension. We are in the form world. Everything around us is forms. These trees, the grass, the animals, they are life forms. Okay? We are life forms too. And therefore, nothing that's not a form can't exist on this plane. Okay? But there is a formless dimension, a place where there are no forms. There's only God, or the source, if you don't believe in God, the source of all life and intelligence on this planet, the source of consciousness. That source is available to you if you can just get a little bit more awareness in your life. Okay? Now, start off by just breathing. We do it every day, thousands of times a day. Just pay attention to the breathing. If you pay attention to one thing, you can't do anything else. Okay? We have a one-track mind. Okay? So paying attention to the breathing will stop the thinking. You're not doing the thinking. The thinking is being done for you by your ego or fake identity. Okay? And this has been going on since time immemorial. Okay? When we were in, caves and living in the jungle, we needed that ego to think for us because, it helped. It helped us survive. But we don't need it anymore, and we are trapped in it. It's like the Matrix. I hate to bring movies into it, but that's what it's like. Your ego is like the Matrix, and you are trapped in it. It's all around you. It's everything you see, hear, and touch. Because your ego is controlling you and coloring everything you see, hear, and touch, making it different than it is. That's what the ego does. And it does it for two reasons: to make itself feel big or to make you feel small. I know that sounds a little crazy, but that's what the motivation of your ego is. And it uses everything it can to make you, to drive you to become an achiever. Okay? Because every time you achieve, it gets a boost. Okay? That's what the ego gets out of you achieving. But if you don't achieve, okay, it makes you feel bad. Okay? It tells you that you're a rotten person. And a lot of other bad stuff. Okay? To make you feel bad. And if you feel bad, then it feels bigger. And that's all it cares about, is feeling bigger. Now, you are trapped in this thing. And the only way out is to stop the thinking. And how do we stop the thinking? By paying attention to something, anything other than our thoughts. If you go into nature and you look at the awesome cathedral of the trees, your thinking kind of stops because it's so awesome. Okay? Or if you look at a mountain, or even just the sky, okay? That's when your thoughts kind of stop. I don't know if you've ever looked up at a starry sky, but it is pretty awesome. And my thoughts stop when I look at it. Okay? I'm not saying thinking is bad. Thinking is fine. But it's not good for you if it's being done by some entity that exists inside your brain or mind. I'm not sure where it exists, but it does exist. And it is ruling everything you do. So anyway, your purpose in life is to awaken. That's it. Okay? And the way you do that is by putting awareness between you and everything else. And the way you do that is by doing something, okay, that basically keeps your mind at bay, like meditating. Just breathing in and out. You concentrate on your breath. You concentrate on the feeling in your nose and your mouth and your windpipe and your lungs, okay? Concentrate on that feeling, and you're doing it all the time anyway, so just concentrate on the feeling of breathing, okay? Or if you can feel the energy field in your body, and you can if you pay attention to a part of your body, like your hands or your feet. And once you feel that energy field within you, you can't think because it's awesome, okay? So, stop being trapped, okay? I know that it's hard to sort of see this picture, but if you accept what is, and what is that you are a soul, a beautiful, pure soul that has contact with God. And if you get in touch with your soul by stopping the thinking, then you get a stream of joy, love, peace, wisdom from God, okay? Or the source, however you want to put it. I don't know who believes in what or what believes in who, whatever it is, but it doesn't matter. This is something you can feel, and it will change your life. So, accept who you really are. I'm not saying get rid of your name or get rid of your history or anything like that. That stuff's always going to be with you. But you can stop thinking. All right, well, I guess that's enough for me. I love you all because you're me, and I'm you. We are one. We are all part of God. God took a little piece of himself and made a soul and put it down in your mom's belly, and you developed around it. That is who you are. This flesh, okay, isn't you. And neither is your positions or the way you do your hair or anything else that you think is important. Because it's just not. All right, well, I guess I gotta go. Have a great life.